so nice to be in Seapoint. I had to come and teach my class at 10 a.m. this morning. And obviously just taking my time because I'm like at home by my own self, which I don't mind. But I miss my children a lot, each one of them. And here, look where I am. Look at the trees. I'm here in Willie Point, Seapoint, Cape Town. For those who's not familiar with South Africa or who's out of Cape Town. But this is such a reflective time. It's such a, for me, I'm just going back to think that I made a decision that I wanted more time. And it was hard, it was difficult. I had to hustle through the year. My daughter was working at the waterfront. And, I wasn't dependent on her, let me just say it like that, for finances. And I actually had to see and help her through the hustle. And the people that I met this year and whose lives I could impact was amazing. People who impacted my life was also profound. And one of those people was Monique, the regional manager for Virgin Active. We know each other for so long, and for us to just touch base again. And I finished a 3-month course in 7 months online, and it was, I tell you, I'm not a study type. And then I went online to do this course because I've done my course before, but now I needed the papers, and I wanted to work for Virgin Active actually, or an affluent company, which is Virgin, because I wanted to be around people who would pay me accordingly, who would appreciate me and value me actually. But you know what? It's about me valuing myself first and foremost and seeing my true worth. And that is the journey that I've been on. And I think for this year, that is what I have learned. And also, I protect me, protect me in a way that in the end, it's about growing. It's about growing in a positive and in a way that you're going to bring light and love to others. And also you have to expect that for yourself. And it's also about teaching others how to treat you, So I think that is something that I really had to observe, because sometimes we want to please other people to a point that we feel sorry or they take advantage. And for the first time, I had to come to a point where I just put boundaries down, which wasn't easy. And I then went and I prayed and I thought about it and I looked at it and I thought, but I have peace about the steps I had to take in order. And some I had to step back and say, okay, what's this person going through? Why are they in that frame of mind? And then I'd like, okay, but I don't have the answers for that. But I do know who has the answer, because he's the way, the truth, and the life. So it's a matter of just trusting God for that person. But in the meanwhile, I can't allow people to come into my space and, and have things to say. But in the end, it's about also guarding your heart and your mind, but not to a point that you reject, or resent. So that to me was like a growing curve in my journey for this year, where it comes to who I am, where I'm at, and how I perceive others, and how I had to check my motive, check my intention, and know that what season I'm in, So I hope this helps, as I am just busy sharing. Because in the end, it's about this time of year, it's about reflecting, being reflective. You can't just be partying or going on a holiday and you don't reflect, you don't look at where you at in a balance, because you can have everything, you know, money wise, you can have everything when it comes to people around you and partying and whatever. But if you are not in tune with who you are, where you at, how you've grown, and also be honest where you've made mistakes or where you fall short. And for me, it's about building a foundation with God, because how you learn to overcome things in life, and you're going to get opposition, you're going to get adversity, you're going to get challenges in life. It's inevitable, it's going to happen with you. The question is, where you're going to go, how you're going to a word that I learned today that I know of, but it's something that was more of a revelation for me today, was resilience. So my question is, where are you going to go? What's going to be your foundation when life is going to have that hard knocks? And that's one thing that I saw this year, is that I wasn't even running like I used to run. And that's something that I missed a lot, because the running and I walked a lot, but the running is my therapy, and I'm taking it on again, because that's like the Holy Spirit is talking to me, the Lord is talking to me when I go out there and I can reflect. And that's why I missed that, and I really missed it. But I've made a decision that I'm going to start running and walking again. Running and jogging again, for therapy's sake. That's just something that I need to do because of my relationship that I have with God, So my question to you is just, what is your toevlug? What is your where do you go when you hit that rock? That what do you call it? That stumbling blocks on your journey in life. So for me, I am a life coach because of being able to ask somebody, like I'm asking you now, where do you go? Because I look back today, I was like thinking about it, how I've made such bad decisions because I didn't know about life coaching. I didn't know about, where I could go. And what is it for you to pay a few $1,000 or a few R1,000 or a few R100 to get the right type of guidance from somebody that can give you a different perspective, not because a person is giving you advice, but all that we do as life coaches is get out of your mind or out of you what is trapped inside of you. That's our job, And I'm so grateful that I found this, is it occupation or calling, I don't know, but that I even I have to go to life coaches myself at times, and it depends where you go. And then sometimes it's even online, but then I have to ask those questions that those coaches are speaking about, and it's hard at times, But anyway, just wanted to share this with you today, that is where I'm at, reflective and looking back on this year, on my life in a way. And even this friend you'd see on my uploads, I walked past into her. I know her from years ago. She's also at Athlone, Virgin Active. She saw me and she was talking to me about what happened in her life. And I'm grateful that I could listen and just ask some questions, which we as life coaches do. I wasn't being a life coach, but I was just listening and to listen to somebody, and they hear themselves speak, and you can see you just have to back off and just listen. It's not about you, So those are the type of things I've learned, and so that's why I can look back and say I've grown a lot, because I can actually serve people and give value to them in that way, where I just listen and I ask questions. I'm constructive in how I do things, but I also have to overcome things inside of me, and the more I overcome things, the more I'm able to serve others, and not serve people or listen to others or ask questions or hear what they have to say in judgment, that is something that was quite profound that I've learned in life coaching this year with Luke Hawkins, a course that we did. And something when I listen to others not listening to me in that way, then I understand, because they're not grown up in that way, or they still have a struggle in themselves there. So I don't sit in judgment and resent that person anymore. I actually have more understanding. I have more empathy now that I understand that when people, they don't hear you out, or they don't understand you, or they get irritated with you or annoyed with you when you want to tell them something or say something, that it's okay, you know. Then I just back off, and I realize that person must still grow. And I realize it's fine, you know. I'll just stay focused on who I am, on whose I am, and on where I'm going. So yes, I hope this helps, and have a blessed New Year's Eve, they call it, eh? Into New Year's. Be safe. God bless you and keep you. Thank you.